Are you obsessed with artificial intelligence? You just think it's the greatest thing ever since the wheel, reinventing the wheel, greater than sliced bread? Here we have another artificial intelligence web browser. In this video, I'm going to discuss Meteor. Is it a meteoritic rise or a meteoritic crash? Browse.dev, that's the official website. Real simple page. Here's how you download it. It's a bit perplexing, but you click on the download button. Oh, it takes you down here and there's nothing here. Oh, okay. You scroll back up. It looks like they have a download for Apple Macintosh Silicon version 0009. And it's a DMG, which is an install file. So it looks like the only operating system that this web browser supports is Apple Mac and crap, right? It does not support microcrap, microslop windblows. This website doesn't stipulate much about anything pertaining to this web browser, the irony. You would click on that link, double click the .dmg and follow along. So that's how you download and install it. Are they going to support Linux? Are they going to support windblows? I do not know. However, if you scroll down underneath this video, it says join the waitlist for early access. Now they did provide a download link to a DMG file. When you go to install it on Apple Mac and crap operating system, does it tell you that you don't have access yet? I do not know. I don't use that operating system. I have. Actually, I can support all three major operating systems, but I'm in retirement. But back when I was a real, information technology technician, I did learn how to support both hardware and software for Apple, right? This is just perplexing. What is it with these artificial intelligence companies? They act like it's a privilege to use their web browsers are, from the very beginning, the hypertext transfer protocol coded in hypertext markup language. Back in the day, as an example, remember Netscape Navigator? They didn't mess around. They provided a download. You could install it, you could test it. I don't know if they ever actually rolled out a beta. I can't recall. Netscape Navigator is my all-time favorite web browser. It worked. It wasn't perfect. When they transitioned to version 4, it wasn't nearly as reliable, but version 3, whatever, very reliable. Didn't have that many problems. Easy to install. It just worked. You have all these artificial intelligence companies rolling out web browsers, but every single one, Perplexity, very perplexing, DAI. Now this one, they have a waiting list. This is just my personal take. Me personally, I do not waste time on waiting lists. I'm not going to sign up to a waiting list and then maybe you'll never roll out your web browser. I'm not going to sit there and wait for the chance to download. Did you know that there's hundreds of web browsers available? There's 4 major web browser engines. There's really only 2, but there's actually 4 total in perpetuity. Number 1 would be the Chromium engine, where Google Chrome uses. Number 2 would be Gecko, whereby the Mozilla Firefox. I don't use standard web browsers. They're too bloated. They've got telemetry. I don't want anything to do with Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox, meaning those 2. Now there are forks that are predicated upon those 2 engines. There's 2 other engines. There's hundreds of web browsers. Almost every single one I've tried, you browse to their website, you click on download, you can download it and you can test. These artificial intelligence web browsers, I don't know if it's these companies that fund this kind of technology, but to me they're a bit snobby. They act like it's a privilege of you to even test their web browser. Now if you notice, it doesn't say, well, how? Join the waitlist for, well, where? I went to their about page. Nothing here about a waitlist. Now check this out. If you're building something similar and want to work 100 hours a week, 100 hours a week? They want you to work 100 hours a week? Talk about willfully loving your servitude. Get it? You're a surf. Get it? The pun, surf, web browsing, surfing the web. Okay, now under the demo. Okay, it's just a video, right? It's the same video. And then how do you join the wait list? They have a privacy policy. That's it. I mean, is this a meteoritic rise or this is a meteoritic crash? How do you join their wait list? Me personally, number one, I never sign up for a wait list. I don't have time to waste. I'm not going to waste time waiting for you to send out that email. And then what? Am I in like some kind of queue? I'm the 1,000th person. I have to wait in line. Number two, I never test beta. Was it the DAI web browser was beta? Never. I could be wrong about that. Anyways, me personally, if you want me to beta test your software, you're going to have to pay me. All right, now I found this. I believe that Y Combinator, if you're not aware of Y Combinator, I think they're kind of like a venture capitalist companies, something similar, where they fund startups, especially and maybe more specifically, succinctly, technology startups. They, I believe, funded them. So I found more additional information. They got the website, browse.dev. This year, it's active. Artificial intelligence. This is an artificial intelligence web browser. It has a artificial intelligence assistant. They are, based out of San Francisco. Meteor is a Chrome alternative. Now, let's get this correct here. Meteor web browser uses the Chromium engine. Now, Google, I believe it was Google. Either they stole it. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I actually have to investigate that. If you're not aware, a lot of these large technology companies, what they do is steal technology from smaller companies or even individuals, and they know that those individuals most likely will not be able to win in court. They don't have the funds, whatever. I'm not accusing Google of anything, but Google either developed the Chromium engine for web browsers, and then they release it as open source. You can take the original Chromium engine and then develop your own web browser. This Meteor web browser, they claim they're a competitor of Google, but no, they use the same engine. Now, the Google Chrome web browser, oh man. I mean, they take that Chromium engine and telemetry and oh my god, you want to talk about random access memory usage and resource hog? Anyways, they claim it's a Chromium alternative, okay, that can perform work for you. It has agents, okay. That's the minute mark. Okay. Boring, tedious work. Well, in capitalism, that boring, tedious work pays you. All right, I'm not a capitalist. So this web browser has agents, okay, personal assistants, for example, book a calendar, find cheaper flights. So it's also airlines, a travel agent, buy clothes on Amazon, really, etc. I don't know about that. See, I'm very skeptical with this artificial intelligence because I know it's nowhere near perfect. It has massive problems. I can't imagine allowing an automated artificial intelligence bot or agent to purchase items for me and then find out that it spent find out it maximized my credit card, or I find out it didn't order what I wanted it to. For now, you know what? I think I'm going to just purchase things on my own. All right. You can chat with any page. It says chat with any page. It can integrate with popular applications such as Google Gmail. Now, wait a minute. This company claims they're basically competitors with Google Chromium web browser. They even use, I have to be careful when we censor YouTube, known as YouTube. It starts with a K, ends with an L. They want to make Google Chrome obsolete. But look, it integrates with other Google products such as Gmail, Google Calendar, Twitter X. The browser agents can autonomously navigate the World Wide Web and even perform tasks. All right, well, I don't know if this is depending on your views of a meteor, is this a Perseids meteor shower that is beautiful and benevolent and most times is not going to risk your well-being, or this a meteoritic crash where, I don't get these artificial intelligence web browsers when they release them, because every single one so far, you have to sign up to a waiting list. What else do they mention? Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it does also, I think, have an artificial intelligence chatbot included. Yeah, look, they admit it. We forked Chromium, 30 million plus lines of programming code, and we rebuilt the entire product from scratch. 200 gigabytes of disk space. All right. Yeah, they were funded $100,000. Again, why don't they just release these web browsers to people and just have a download link? Why the Perplexity web browser? You must have to join. You have to join a waiting list. And the same problem. I could not find out how to join the waiting list for the Perplexity AI web browser rollout. Then the third one, DAI.web browser, I believe also you had to join some waiting list, or that one was in beta. I don't get it. Until I can download one of these artificial intelligence web browsers without the buffoonery known as a waiting list, and now I'm not going to test a beta software unless you pay me, then I'm not going to test any of these web browsers. Well, I can't, because none of them support Linux. That might be a good thing. Maybe nobody's going to develop a web browser that will support Linux, and therefore I won't be able to test. And adios.